A Himalayan rescue team dragged the last surviving climber down from the death zone, but the doctors immediately knew something was horribly wrong. His body temperature was 28 degrees Celsius, yet he wasn't dying. He wasn't even shivering. His skin looked transparent, like thin frost over glass, and when the nurse pressed a stethoscope to his chest, she didn't hear a heartbeat. She heard crackling ice shifting inside him. Moments later, the climber opened his eyes and whispered, "It's still growing."
Mount Cho-Oyu, the turquoise goddess, is one of the most beautiful peaks in the Himalayas, but also one of the deadliest. Climbers report strange hallucinations near its ice walls, blue lights under the snow, footsteps behind them when no one is there, and a deep rumbling like something massive living below the glacier. For years, these were dismissed as altitude sicknesses, until a group of Nepalese Sherpas revealed a terrifying truth. They believed the mountain wasn't just dangerous, they believed it was infested. Something ancient, something that grows inside those who lose their way.
In 2018, a team of elite climbers led by a veteran named Arlo Winters attempted a new route across the northern ice shelf. On the third night, the temperature dropped to minus 38 degrees Celsius, and a storm trapped them in a crevasse. One climber, Rian, went missing after saying he saw a figure made of ice shards moving outside their tent. When they found him, he was kneeling in the snow, completely still. His jacket was unzipped, his chest was bare against the wind, and his skin glowed faintly blue from beneath, as if something inside him was pushing outward. He was still alive, but he didn't blink. He didn't speak. He only stared toward the summit, whispering, "It's awake." Sherpa guides refused to go any higher, but Arlo insisted on investigating. They followed a series of cracks in the ice that seemed almost deliberate, branching like veins. Eventually, they discovered a hidden cavern, an immense blue cathedral carved by centuries of freezing winds. In the center was a pool of perfectly still water, unfrozen despite the brutal cold. Under the surface, something pulsed, something long, white, and segmented, like a colossal worm sleeping. When Arlo leaned closer, the water clouded with floating crystals. Not ice, eggs. And the worst part? Some of them were broken. That night, the surviving climbers heard scratching from inside their own bodies. Soft at first, then louder, then violent. Their breath crystallized instantly, forming frost on their lips, even while they were inside a heated tent. One climber collapsed, convulsing, as thin white tendrils curled beneath his skin like roots searching for sunlight. Another coughed, and a shard of translucent material slid out of his throat, twitching like a newborn thing tasting air for the first time. The Sherpas panicked and fled. Arlo tried to keep the group together, but by morning only 2 men were left. The others had wandered into the glacier in a trance, leaving frozen footprints that never melted. Rescuers found Arlo curled in the snow near base camp, barely alive. When they lifted him, his spine cracked like snapping icicles. At the hospital, thermal imaging revealed something impossible. His body was colder than the room around him, yet his organs still functioned, and deep inside his chest, doctors saw movement, a coiled shape, slowly expanding, slowly uncoiling, growing. When Arlo woke up, he begged them not to warm him. He said warmth made it move faster. He said the parasite was born from the glacier, and that the storm they encountered wasn't natural. It was the mountain protecting its brood. Hours later, his heart froze solid, but his eyes stayed open. Frost spread across the room. Authorities labeled the event as altitude-induced psychosis combined with exposure. But rescue teams who later climbed that same route found something they couldn't explain. A trail of perfectly round holes descending into the glacier, as if something melted its way downward, not upward. Sherpas now refuse to guide climbers near that section of Cho Oyu. They say the parasite only needs one new host every few years, and that the mountain is patient, waiting, growing, listening for the sound of a climber's heartbeat so it can replace it with the cold crackle of ice.